why this podcast sucks and we have no fans is because Rick and damn Duper talk way too goddamn much.
All them boys just relocated. Look at us all. Look at all of us. There's like 7 people on this podcast now. I don't know how that happened, but there's so many of us. Welcome to Take Warning. Everybody doing okay on the pod now?
No.
I'm good, dude.
Yes.
I know we had some pregame technical difficulties, but we got a good show for you tonight. Lee's gonna fight potatoes. Duper is gonna take us all over the world. I can't wait to talk about these things. Early advancement to all those that are watching the live stream. If I have an echo in this week's podcast, I apologize. Still trying to figure out the sound. Also, there's a mic in my face the whole night. So waiting for those fun comments. It looks like I'm eating a dick.
And how many of you guys actually prefer the way Rick looks right now? I mean, I know I do.
I mean, I feel good. I feel okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg, welcome back, buddy. Where you been?
Yay! Aloha. Dude, Hawaii was fucking fantabulous. The Aulani Resort is so fucking beautiful and majestic, and did not want to come back, man. Of course, now I'm all sunburnt, and I'm recovering from the sunburnt paleness, which is me. So that's not fun. But other than that, man, yeah, it was a great, fantastic trip. Couldn't recommend it more, and now I'm unfortunately here with you fucks. So,
unfortunately.
Yeah.
This is why last week Lee put it to vote to kick you off the show. And this is probably why he put you to vote like that.
Dude,
I don't understand.
I would vote myself off the show right now if I could. But
I don't know why you're so upset.
I've been trying for 6 months.
Damn.
It worked for 2 months.
I'm still here.
Yeah, technically it's 4 months for Josh because he disappeared for 8 weeks. So, hey, Josh, how was your week, buddy?
I'm here. Had a good week for golfing.
He's back.
Duper. He's so mad.
Yeah, you're mad tonight.
What is going on with Duper's hair tonight?
It's getting long, dude. I haven't gotten a haircut in many months, so it continues to grow.
I like how it's parted down the middle, dude.
Yeah, what I'm really gonna go for is
Dwight Schrute.
It's almost here yet, but I'm gonna get the alfalfa, and I'm gonna wear it regularly. I'm at that point in my life where, you know what, I'm comfortable with who I am, so I can finally rock the alfalfa.
Yeah, dude, you're totally growing that 6 head right now.
Ooh.
So wait, finally, first question. You said finally you can rock it. So like you've been sitting on the alfalfa for how long?
Oh, at least 20 years.
Okay, because I'm still gonna stick with it. Looks kind of like Dwight Schrute right now.
That's
He
fine.
does.
I mean,
Do me a favor, just say Bears.
Bears,
Now say Beats.
Beats,
Now say Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
It fits. It works. I don't know, guys. I mean, it looks good. How was your week there, Duper, since we called
Dude,
you
it's
out?
been good. So, hold on. I've been working on a new invention, and Rick was able to experience it earlier today. So,
Is it a new anal plug?
no. So, the strap of my watch broke, so I decided that I wanted a shoe phone. So I've strapped my I've created a shoe phone. So for anybody who's looking on the live stream or listening on audio, I've implanted my cellular phone watch into the bottom of my shoe, so then now I can talk to people on it.
So he masking taped a Samsung Gear watch to the bottom of his phone.
I'm gonna call you
Or
right
bottom
now.
of his shoe.
I feel like I guess that is all I did, huh?
And,
Yes.
and it's not even duct tape. It's like that painter's tape, that weak ass fucking shit.
Cheap ass shit.
Hey, dude, not all of us have fucking Hawaii money, all right?
Oh,
so
dude.
some of us have.
Ooh.
I don't
Is
do
it
it
ringing?
anymore. I can tell you that shit.
Can you answer your phone? I'm calling you.
Oh, hold on. It doesn't work. I guess that's what happens when you put a phone on the bottom of your shoe.
As soon as we go live, it stops working. That makes sense.
It doesn't even make sense why it's not ringing, though. Why would it not ring?
He did answer. Just for the record, he did answer it earlier, and I was like, "Wow, why do you sound so weird?" And he's like, "Oh, because I'm talking from my phone in my shoe." And I'm like that movie Get Smart, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, totally." And then he told me, no, actually, the technology comes from Samsung and plumber's tape. So
It's pretty
it's
solid.
good.
All
The
right,
cool thing
everybody.
is
So,
if you step in paint, you got stripes.
oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and
he's
if
good.
anybody wants their own phone shoe, just reach out to me. I'll help them out.
Yeah. So everybody who's listening in the audience right now, I want you to go ahead and call Duper right now because we really want to just see that shoe phone going off all show. So it's 702-877-1500. So go ahead and call that number, and Duper will answer. Even though I think
Yeah.
that's the Glenn Lerner guy, but you know.
Yeah. That's okay. Lee, how you doing?
Good, buddy.
How's your week, man?
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we got two.
All right, we got two Joshes. Yes.
It was good.
He
man.
got
It was
backup.
good. Oh, I finally I got to make the appointment for my COVID vaccine finally. So
Nice.
that's the
Which
thing.
one do you know?
Pfizer.
Bless your heart.
Bless my heart.
The first one's easy, dude. The second one sucks balls.
Well, we'll see. I've heard it can be either or.
It's the second one.
Dude, none of them are worse than the potential
But wait,
outcome of
though.
COVID,
No, I'm
right?
fine with it.
Wait,
Not
did you?
necessarily.
So when
Oh,
are
here
you
we go.
actually? When are you actually getting your shot, dude? Because I'm sure Foof, who is egerly watching in the audience right now, cannot wait for you to give him that
So
vaccination.
I'm getting it on
Good
March.
call.
Getting it on March 12th. So in 11 days. Foofy, if
Foof,
you
you
are
got
watching, I might need bowls of soup and water and aid in my bedroom while I'm laid up with this COVID shot thing. Because, see, when I get the flu shot, I am down for like 3 days with, all the flu symptoms and everything. So I'm just waiting to see what happens with COVID.
Oh, Lee's gonna die.
Well,
No, he's gonna make it.
now I don't want it.
He's very young and he's stout. He's a strong guy. He'll be okay.
Stout. I'm stout
Well,
and
his
strong.
body
Out.
is constantly fighting all those STDs. So I mean, that's probably the problem.
Yeah,
is
I'm
when you
pretty
introduce
sure-
a new disease on top of everything that he's already battling on a daily basis. It
The
kind of
amount-
overwhelms the system.
The amount of sperm that he's produced to create as many kids as he has in his lifetime, I'm sure he's got a very strong body. Like biologically, he's got to be very strong inside. That's a
Wow.
lot of sperm.
Let's not forget ingested.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Greg, how you been, buddy?
built quite
Dude,
the
I'm
immunity.
good, man. I am fantastic. I am so excited because this is like a family reunion. This is the first episode ever where all of us are on the show at one time. So
Yeah.
it's like the fattiest, furriest, fucking drunkenness, family stinky reunion that you have ever seen. So I cannot wait. I'm like extra excited for this show today, man.
Extra excited.
Extra excited.
I was excited once.
Like XX. Extra excited.
I think Josh is excited.
Yikes.
Josh has actually said like 7 words since he's been on here, so I'm sure he's excited for tonight's episode.
No. Oh, there it is.
Rick, how you been, buddy?
Good, man. I'm not as tired this week, so that's the positive. 95% done with this big move, and in that I showed you guys already, but I found my Caucasaurus Rex. So
Can you show
woo-woo.
that on the stream?
No, wait a
I'm
minute.
showing it on the screen.
Hold on.
Can you show it on the stream?
You
This-
guys can't show those
Look at
Why not?
Can you show
Because-
these?
Why
on
can't
the
I show my-
stream?
because those are not gender neutral
Look at-
anymore.
Duper,
no,
can
they
you show
are.
these?
They are. They're totally.
Those are not PC.
Let him identify however he wants. It's a giant penis on
Mine has a
with a
broken
tail.
leg.
Penises don't exist.
Did you tell your wife yet?
You guys are getting this banned, man. The YouTube,
It's not like I'm stroking it.
the YouTube gods are gonna come after us so hard.
Where's
man.
the where's
Sword
the
fight.
where's the
Sword
where's
fight,
the meme bobblehead Rick?
That's the pack.
I want to see the Caucasaurus Rex sitting right next to him, and you flip
So-
them both.
Once I actually get the studio set up, because right now I'm in a makeshift table setup, both of them will be prominently over my shoulders, close to my face, most likely close, like as close as possible. Like he's just going to sit and rest his head on me, his head, not my head,
Oh,
and just be on my cheek like this. Just nice. So, hey, Greg, you wanted to kick the show off with a fun question. What do you got
dude.
for us?
So, as I was, coming back from vacation and realizing that I have no food in the house, and I was like, shit, I got to go grocery shopping. So, what we've done ever since COVID, pretty much, if not before, is we've been like doing like curbside
Hold on,
ordering.
guys. I got a phone call.
Who is it?
Did he mute it?
I don't know what he's doing.
I think he muted it.
Yeah, he muted it.
Yeah, I muted you guys, so then I could tell him
Who
that
was it?
I was on. Huh?
Who was
Who
it?
was it?
Yeah.
Was-
He repeated the question, so nobody.
It was Governor Cuomo just giving me a call and telling me how sexy my butt looked in my pants.
Oh.
So I appreciate it.
Mm.
I love him. He's so sweet. Like he's always saying sweet little nothings to me. He's so nice.
Duper always has to find a way to insert politics
Yeah,
into
I
any
was-
conversation.
I was waiting to see
Got
when
an
Cuomo
awesome-
was going to come up.
I have this poster right next to me. I don't know. This is the New York Tough poster. It was a fantastic poster.
New York
about
Yeah,
how-
this is ridiculous.
how great Cuomo is. But anyway, tell
Is
me
this
about
episode
more
over?
about this.
Oh no!
So
You know what I
Greg,
just realized?
what?
I know this has nothing to do with anything. Apparently, the settings on our recording app changed it from my microphone that I have in front of my face to my laptop because you can hear me right now, even though I'm muted.
Is that why you're so echoey?
Yeah,
Is your
this
microphone?
is going to be a great show, and
is
I
your
can't
microphone
change it.
plugged in?
Yeah, everything's plugged in. Everything's working. It's actually picking up the audio. Hey, this is going to be a week where it sounds like Rick calling in from his laptop. So be it. I'm going to get rid of this mic
Oh,
now.
Greg, you had a thing, dude.
Yeah,
Go
dude,
ahead.
and you interrupted it.
I got a phone call.
So yes, so anyway, curbside ordering, like groceries or whatever. So great in concept, but it never perfectly works out for me, like ever, you know? So, and it always has like one item that is missing, you know, or two items that are missing. Like I remember like a few months ago when I did it, the chick literally came out, gave us our groceries, and was like, "Oh, sorry, we don't have potatoes, or I couldn't find them." And I was like, "How do you not have fucking potatoes in a grocery store?" Right? So I like had her, you know, put stuff in my trunk or whatever. Then I went in the store, and they were like literally right there. And you know, I was like, "How do you not see the fucking potatoes?" So because of my antics, and you know, I went through it again this week where they didn't have something. So I was like, am I the only one who experienced this?
This time
like, what are your guys' thoughts?
He kind of jumped over what they were missing this week. I wonder what they were missing. Rick, what do you think they were missing?
I
Oh,
did that on
this,
purpose, by the way.
this is really easy. This is going to be very, very easy. Greg has, like, are we allowed to talk about your medical issues?
Why not? I've been talking about COVID for like the past 8 fucking months.
All right, so Greg has these large warts. They grow in weird places. It's very uncomfortable. You know, he's dealing with it. This is how he's dealing with
Have
it.
you ever had to go to the bathroom after he's done going to the bathroom? Because sometimes, like, he shits and they open up wounds on his warts on his asshole. And
Really?
It's like a bloody mess in the bathroom. It's disgusting.
How would you know?
That's disgusting.
I've been to your house, Greg.
How do you know about the bloody warts on my asshole, though?
Well, I
Like,
mean,
have
that's
you
the
seen
only
my
assumption.
asshole?
Isn't
And
that called
sometimes I drug
hemorrhoids?
you. I do date rape you occasionally.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
they
I
always
know what you're
identify
talking
me,
about, though.
And my
I get,
wife
like-
thinks I'm cute.
That has happened to me like several times, where I'm like, you know, this is something so common. Like, what do you mean you didn't walk over there and see? Like, there are some times where I'm like, okay, I know that guy didn't know exactly where to look. He didn't go to the bottom left shelf to find like fucking lavash wrap bread or something like that. Like, I get it, but yeah, there have been times where they're like, yeah, we just didn't have tomatoes. Like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So the best is we used Instacart. I don't know if anybody. I know Rick uses it. I don't know if anybody else uses
Yeah.
it.
I've used it.
And like 2 weeks ago, they're like, "Oh, we don't have any mozzarella cheese. Here's a picture of some cheese. Do you see anything in there that you like?" Top shelf, right in this picture, is fucking mozzarella cheese, the one that we wanted. I was like, "You motherfuckers!"
Yeah.
I mean,
That is pretty tough because when your job is to go to the grocery store to shop for people, you should pretty much know the layout of the store at that point and where items are
Right.
in that store. I typically stay away from that stuff unless I'm just buying. Like I don't like them to pick out my produce. I don't like them to pick out my meats. So I stick away from it.
Hey, Lee, do you use them when you're getting your White Claws?
I do. I don't want to go stand at Bevmo and do all that stuff. I have them do it for me.
So have they ever like not gotten your particular White Claw that you wanted, and what was the substitution?
No, I've never had that problem.
Oh,
It's the AV.
I mean,
What?
the AV. There's White Claw everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of Kyles and Karens out here. Come on.
Yeah.
I still
Uh-oh.
have never had a
Foreshadowing.
White Claw.
They're disgusting.
Yeah.
Alright. Are they kind of like a Zima or no?
no, they taste
No,
like a
I like
LaCroix.
Zima.
You say LaCroix? LaCroix?
It's just sparkling water that's alcoholic.
Yeah, it still tastes like TV static. It's not good at all.
I love it.
It's garbage.
Rick, you drink that shit every time you come over with the girls.
No. There's a difference. That's not
Don't
Bud
you
Light
dare
seltzer.
put him on blast right now.
That's Bud Light Seltzer, sir. That is
It's
not
the same shit.
White Claw. No, it does not. It is
That
not
is
the same
still a
shit.
seltzer, and the Bud Light is worse.
It tastes so much better than your
No,
bullshit.
it is so much
Your
worse.
fucking White Claw bullshit.
I drink Trulies, by the way.
Whatever.
Remember
You both are
that
so gay.
trying to get Truly to sponsor us and all that?
Yeah, but
Truly Gang.
we're not going to get sponsored. No.
Truly Gang
Wait,
Gang?
Look at
Truly
Greg.
and White Claw are not the same
He
thing.
looks so old right now.
like
Did he? I thought he had a
lost-
stroke.
Oh,
yeah.
I think he's just now catching up to us.
I don't know what's going on here.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm back. I think.
He's
I don't know.
jet lagged.
Dude, I was talking and I was like, wait a minute. I got like Josh internet now. Can you guys even fucking hear me or no?
Yeah, we could totally hear
Oh,
you.
okay, fantastic.
Josh's internet is like killing it today. I'm really
Yeah.
impressed, buddy.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Shout out to a listener that came over and helped him, huh?
Our number
Yeah, but
one.
still, fuck Spectrum.
Yeah.
Just wait for Starlink, man. Elon Musk will give you the fastest internet in the world.
I want this
For $1 million.
We're over here.
Okay, so on Thursday, China responded to a Vice News report which claimed U.S. diplomats in the country were complaining after being administered swab tests. These swab tests that they were doing for COVID-19 were the anal swabs. China later came out and
My
they said, "Oh
favorite.
no, it was a huge misunderstanding. They weren't supposed to be getting them." I feel like China just did the ultimate troll act on us. I'm kind of impressed by China. Good for them.
That shit is amazing. I'm really proud of China. Like, normally I'm like, fuck China. But, like, this shit is great. Like, how are you going to fuck with the guy? Well, we got to give you an anal swab COVID test. Like, are you sure? Yeah, we ran out of the nasal. Well, yeah, but there's a spit test. Yeah, man, that's not even effective. The only thing we can do is just cram something up your ass, and we'll let you know if you have COVID or not.
Do you think this is like a toddler testing the parents, right? It's like, okay, they got a new administration. Do you think we can stick things up their assholes? I don't know. Let's try.
How many Q-tips will be considered a COVID test at once? Like,
Yeah, that's what I say, Lee. How many anal swab COVID tests have you had? From
5.
at the same time.
Oh, from
at the same
China,
time.
from China 1, but they do use 5 swabs at the same time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They just
they
bundle
big?
it all over the rubber band.
And the way that they are, it's like, you know the long ones they stick up your nose? The ones that they do for the anal testing, they're wider in the opposite direction. So they're just round.
Oh, okay. I thought they were still trying to. Yeah, I thought they were still trying to tickle your brain,
No.
but from your asshole.
Trying to tickle your taint.
So it's 5 swabs, 1 butthole?
I don't think you like that one.
No. But
That's
I heard that
okay.
there were special Mongolian swabs. Is that true?
Yes. Are
What
we
would
still
make
talking to me?
I don't know.
I was
I was
Are you
trying to
talking about the goddamn Mongolian?
I was trying to set up Rick to get Duper in his safe space because Duper looks so sad and depressed on the screen right
He
now. It
does.
looks like that's my life. I have a sick
Dupa-san. Dupa-san, I need you to be more disciplined and be happy.
I think Duper needs one of those anal swabs. What do
So
you
the South Dakota AG
Dupa's so lonely.
think? Great transition, buddy. Great transition.
Yeah.
to a situation. So the South Dakota AG is in a little bit of water right now.
Son of a bitch.
What the hell? I don't even. I guess now I'm just preemptively going into safe spaces and just zoning you out, and not even. I feel like I've reached that dad level where I can just not hear it anymore. So
You look like a new dad too, by the way. Just tired, growing 5 heads, all depressed, you know.
That's funny.
Lee, you know all about that.
Okay.
Dude, I do,
So,
but
this
I've never
AG
looked that depressed.
He's got that shoe phone. He's like, look, I got a shoe phone. So he's got the dad jokes going. Like, he's all over. Yeah, you got it. New dad. That's it.
He just puts up random
His sweet
comics.
shoe phone.
He made a shoe phone. I know that's like a dad joke, like in real life.
That's what I'm
you know?
saying. He's a total dad joke on us.
I'm surprised they weren't on New Balances.
Pro Wings, you fucking missed the mark, goddammit. Pro Wings.
No, that's
See, this
that's
is truly
amazing.
like a family reunion. We just go around and make somebody feel like shit all episode. It's great.
I love it. Okay, so what were we talking about, dude? What was important?
Yeah, some
South
AG.
Dakota's Attorney General.
Lee, what are you drinking?
Transplants, strawberry banana seltzer.
We should have that should be the top of every segment. Is Lee? What are you drinking tonight?
Today I am drinking Transplants unrooted hard seltzer.
It's truly peach.
No, this is like real shit.
Hard seltzer.
You got to support your local. I got the Melting Faces IPA in the fridge. I might have to do that next.
Make sure
There's-
you mute your mic.
See, there's real beer there.
All right,
ahead,
dude.
dude.
So what about the Attorney General in South
Oh, dude, he
Minneapolis?
hit some guy. He fucking said it was a deer. He didn't realize it was a human being. He says the guy that was asking him questions. He says the dude's face was in your windshield. How did you not recognize the guy that this was a human and not a deer? The AG said, "Well, I didn't. I thought it was a deer, and so I guess he just kind of pushed it to the side and drove home." I think there's also reports that the guy's eyeglasses were actually in the AG's car as well the next morning.
How hard did he hit this guy?
I don't know. I guess he was going about 55.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I saw that somewhere.
So he hit a visually challenged deer, or was it a man?
No, he. I like how Rick goes with the deer story. No, he hit a 55-year-old man. The guy
Was it a
blew
man?
his windshield. He fucking apparently just backed up or some shit and got the body off of his car, drove home, and then when he was questioned about it, he said he thought it was a deer.
I mean, what if this was like a really hip deer?
Like he was just wearing glasses, and you're like, oh, well, I mean, deers
Was the
don't
guy
wear
dressed
glasses.
up as a deer? Was it
Drinking a
Halloween?
White Claw. Fuck you.
He had a Truly. The deer was holding a Truly. He had skinny jeans on, his sweet hipster glasses, an ascot, and
So
some
wait.
Birkenstocks. We didn't know. We don't know. How are you going to tell the difference between a deer and a man when they're both wearing an ascot and Birkenstocks, drinking a Truly? You never know. I mean, give the guy the benefit of the doubt there.
Is there like I'm just wondering, like, what did that sound like? Like, was it just shit, you know, or like was it? I mean, are the sounds different from when you hit a deer versus hitting a human? Or
What
they,
does
like,
a deer sound
essentially
like
the
when it gets
same?
hit?
No, I imagine they sound the same.
Rick,
Why
what does a deer
are
sound
you-
like?
Why are you so stuck on how they sound? Like, Greg, literally, there's a fucking man's face in front of you in your windshield, and you're confusing that for a deer.
I know what they sounded like. I know what they sounded like. The deer.
Did you look it up?
Taking warning. Taking warning.
Oh shit! A deer.
Taking warning.
Sorry.
That was
Poor
that was-
deer, man.
That was stupid.
Fucking.
Oh man. Well, yeah. Either way, that's fucked up, and definitely look deeper into that story because it is a little ridiculous.
But wait,
Crazy,
was
right?
the
He's not
55-year-old
really
man
facing any
jaywalking? That's what I want
Huh?
to know.
Do what?
Because I said, was a 55-year-old dude jaywalking?
I don't I don't think that's the point of the story. I don't. When
You are
run-
frustrating Duper beyond belief right now.
Like, I don't understand these stupid ass. He confused.
I'm just
the
saying.
human-
If he's on a highway jaywalking, you know, I mean, shit's gonna happen, right? I mean,
Right.
And you live in Vegas, like
Right.
every other mile, there's somebody jaywalking, dude. So fucking.
You know what? I
nobody
have a question
follows
now.
crosswalks.
That's
Duper,
not
was
the
he?
issue.
Was he a good person?
Who?
Moral.
The guy that got hit. Morally,
that
was
got
he a
hit?
good person? Yeah.
I don't know anything about him.
Did he go to church? Did he have a family? Did he
Mormon.
sell drugs? Like,
Did he
do we know
identify
anything
as a
about this
man?
guy? Yeah.
The what?
Does he identify as a man?
I don't know. He
I
might
don't-
have identified as a deer, and that's what caused this entire.
See? Do you see now? Like, this is it. My point is made.
That could have been the entire issue. Is just he was identifying as a deer this entire time, and that's what fucked everything up.
Was he-
You can only do so much, dude. You can
Was
only
he in
do
a
so much
potato
as a
head
human.
costume?
Do what?
Was he in a potato head costume? And those were the and those were the glasses, the potato head glasses.
I wish you would have never sent those out because like those are gonna get us banned from YouTube.
We're already banned from YouTube. It's okay.
Speaking of Potato Head, we have a brand new segment.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
yeah.
we're gonna do it.
Yeah, it's time to start it up. So I want you guys to sit through. Lee, I didn't want you to have your very first segment on the show without at least a soundbite to lead into it. But we have our
Outstanding.
we have our very first segment produced by Lee. It's kind of his own little soapbox, but we're going to talk afterwards. That's what he wanted. He wanted an FTMF where we could discuss it. So, for the first time,
That's what I wanted, yes.
the first time in show history, I present to you what is eating Goldman's Gooch.
Ooh.
I don't have anything for
my
this.
gooch.
Now that we talked over it, let's play it one more time.
Oh.
What is eating Goldman's Gooch?
Oh my gooch.
He sounds just like him.
Is the answer always gonna be foofy?
I don't know how to, I don't know how to go on from this.
Did Sam make that for you, Rick?
No. I had help, but it was not Samantha. No.
Okay.
Was it Foofy?
Do you want to hear it one more time, just so you know what we have for your segment?
One more time.
Oh my gooch.
I don't get the ship. What's it?
Oh my god.
The port of Los Angeles or something? And just get,
He's sad because something's got Goldman's Gooch, so it was kind of like, oh, jeez.
Goldman's
Like,
Gooch.
Hey, we have a COVID corner planned this episode too, right?
Yeah, we're gonna hit that.
It's gonna be a long one.
Arthur's saying that Gooch is better than the COVID corner song, and I disagree.
I actually got to find the COVID corner song because it's not on here.
Oh god.
Shit.
Oh god.
Oh man.
So Gooch, what you got?
Liar.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Oh, so I'm sure everyone is well aware that, and fuck. So Mr. Potato Head, Mr. Potato Head is no longer Mr. Potato Head. I'm sure
ever hear you my cheeseburger.
I'm sure everyone's fuck you. I'm sure everyone's heard this shit, right? They are making Mr. Potato Head gender neutral for these whatever the fuck reason. Okay, now during my conversation the other day, Rick was really focused on the Mr. Potato Head nonsense. It has nothing to do with Mr. Potato Head in itself. The reason I'm pissed is because where the fuck is this shit gonna stop with all these fucking Karens? What it comes down to, really, and I know everyone here feels the same way that I do. I do not give a shit if you are transgender. I don't give a shit if you want to identify as a man or identify as a female, non-binary, binary. You can be a fucking cat for all I care. Zeros and ones. I don't give a shit what you do with your life. Your life is your life. If however you need to be happy, but stop trying to drag the other 99% of the world into your bullshit when we don't have anything to do with it. It makes no fucking sense to me, and it makes no sense as to why I need to teach my kids the ways of your lifestyle when you make up 1% of the fucking population. I got news for you. Fuck it. Fuck you. Fuck all that shit. I'm not doing it. It's ridiculous. And I want it to fucking stop. It needs to stop. The next thing you know, the plugs in my house are no longer going to be male and female. You know, we're going to have to fucking rename those because that's not gender neutral. It's not gender equality. Fuck you guys. Gender equality is male and female. Whatever you choose to do from there is your own fucking thing. And I want nothing to do with it. I don't give a shit what you do as long as you're happy, but just leave me alone. I'm not injecting myself into your life. Stop injecting yourself into mine. Plain and fucking simple. End rant.
So
Oh my
update to this,
god.
update to this story.
No, wait, hold on. though.
Hasbro has come back on it, and they have decided to go back to Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
It's not even about Hasbro. It just set me
No,
off.
I
I don't give
get
two
that,
shits what Hasbro does as their business decision. They want to do it that way, and they think that'll help them with marketing and selling more stuff. By all means, go for it. It just set me off to everything else that's going on in the world, and it's just added to the giant puzzle that
Okay,
they're
hey,
putting
Rick.
together.
Lee, timeout.
No.
Rick, I want you to play FTMF, and then Lee, just do that all over again.
No, I just did it.
Why?
Are we going?
That's a perfect FTMF right there.
You told him he
No,
couldn't do it.
you told me that couldn't be my FTMF.
No, because we wanted to talk about it, so let's talk about it.
No, I wanted that to be FTMF, and I figured that if we did it at the very end of the show, that maybe you guys would have something to say about it, and you guys were like, well, fuck you, suck a dick, and gotta put it in the middle under Lee's Gucci
yeah,
shit.
but Duper fucking killed it when he was like, well, now they just went back to Mr. and Miss Potato Head.
How does that kill it?
'Cause now, okay,
No,
so
it does-
they reverted back. So what's there to talk about now?
Well, it's
Bathrooms?
actually more. It's so what Lee is talking about is not necessarily Mr. and
yeah,
Mrs. Potato Head.
it has nothing
He's
to
talking
do
about
with the
deeper
potato head.
issues and the deeper cuts that are happening in society. For instance, they're trying to pass the Equality Act, which is not equal. It's not an equality act. It's a trans rights act, which kind of infringes upon female rights. And those are the things he's actually talking about. It's not necessarily about Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
Yeah, no, I'm not even worried about Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. The reality with the Potato Head line, you can already go and get 2 sets and have 2 dads at home. You can already go and get 2 sets and have 2, moms at home that the kids can play with or whatever. I don't give 2 shits what Hasbro does with their toy. They want to make it gender neutral for whoever. That's fine. Go for it. I was just stating that it's just adding on to everything else that these people want. And where the fuck does it stop?
And it's not even like the Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head is a silly thing because I've never thought, like, seeing one of my children playing with the Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, and like maybe my son would put the female lips on Mr. Potato Head, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, "No, what are you doing? You've broken my reality. How can you do that to Mr. Potato?" They're little potato toys, like with fucking fake lips and fake eyes. Like,
Yeah.
It seems silly. It is a silly stance. to
It's-
do
So
that.
Lee,
it's just-
Lee, does your house have male or female plugs?
God,
I stopped listening after you said male
I
plugs.
was holding on to that one.
What?
And as a follow-up, Duper, have you looked into hair plugs?
Dude. Oh, God.
Have you looked
The-
into the lipo?
The end of
That
every...
rock-
Yeah, this is too expensive for all I got. Shit.
The end of every plug
Like,
you have is a
your
male.
chin has like a permanent pillow
Oh,
just to
God.
rest on its second chin.
There's a cold
He takes a
cheeseburger.
bite.
Hair plugs, baby.
So Lee, you said you made the point that you're kind of tired of them trying to get what they want. Do you know what they want?
Do they know what
that's
they
a
want?
real question.
No, here's the thing, though, is that there are a few people that I know who have actually gone trans and all that kind of stuff. They're a part of that community, and a majority of them don't even give a shit. It's these fucking Karens that are non-binary who want gender equality for all. Well, who the fuck are you? Honestly,
Is there a problem? Is there a problem with gender equality for all though?
Well, what is gender equality?
gender equality already exists, Rick.
Normalization, right?
No, remember when we talked about the whole transgender thing? We were talking about normalization for the transgender community. That's,
Normalization as a whole. That would be
but
equality in my
that in
opinion.
itself is completely different from what these people are trying to accomplish.
So
Does
with
that
the
make
Equality
sense?
Act,
So what are they trying to accomplish is what I'm trying to get at.
Who the
Maybe
fuck
I
knows?
don't understand.
Maybe we should have one of them on the show and ask them, because I God knows if I could tell you.
So why are you so angry if you don't know what they want?
What? My point is, Rick,
Okay,
they don't know what they want, and
I want some male plugs.
they're pushing it to extremes that literally make 0 sense. There's no reason.
What's the extreme? The potato head?
Oh my God.
okay,
That's the
so-
question I'm asking. Like
No,
legitimately, I want to
That's
know.
what you were asking the other day too. Oh, is it because of the potato head? Is it the fucking
Well,
potato
no,
head?
what's the
Rick, I've already
extreme?
said 4 times. It has nothing to do with fucking Hasbro.
Okay, so what does it have to do with?
Oh my God. I can't stand. I hate them.
No, you've got it. Okay, so Duper, explain to me when
Tell me
it's what they want, and they're fighting for some equality, and there's an extreme to it. I want to understand what the extreme is.
Rick, tell me where you think it'll end.
Is fighting for
Hi, Greg.
inequality for the trans community.
Dude.
I think that would be.
I'm like the
inappropriate.
Michael Jackson meme, eating the popcorn, but I'm eating the cheeseburger instead.
Well, when Lee was ranting, I was eating M&Ms. So.
Yeah, I saw you eating. You fatty, you big fatty fat.
What? What?
You're fucking
What
fat
do they
people.
want?
What
What
do
do
you
they want? Let me tell you what they want. Let me talk over you the whole time. Like,
Shut up. Greg started it.
Well, Duper, I can't hear you because your volume is at like 5.
Okay, so
There you go.
I will talk right on the mic for you.
I love your forehead.
let me-
It just listens.
Let me.
Oh, dude,
Okay.
keep going. By all means, put that shit full screen.
Fondle it a little more. I get my vaccine in 2 weeks, Duper. Keep showing me how you fondle that thing.
So HR, the oh my God, the Equality Act. So what the Equality Act is doing, is just going to make it
Look
so
at Duper.
then,
Look at you.
however you identify is the way that you can get social benefits, right? So if you identify as a female, then you can get loans and grants based on female genders, right? You can get a scholarship or a grant based on being a female if you're a male that identifies as a female. If you're a male that identifies as a female and you go to a women's shelter, you will now have, by right of the federal law, the ability to be within that women's shelter. And that's where the line gets blurry, right? Because now you're infringing upon these women's rights, in which they have these spaces such as a women's shelter to keep them safe, potentially from men that beat them, right? And so now you're moving into these weird zones, and you will see predators out there taking advantage of this. Ted Bundy's would take advantage of these situations, right? And that's not to say trans people are predators. That's to say there are predators out there that will wear, sheep's clothing to get inside of these hen houses. And that's where all these lines start to get blurred. It's not about trans people and anybody not wanting them to have equal rights. It's about women having equal rights and safe spaces to go and referred to, and to be able to get the benefits that Title IX actually has given them under the Civil Rights Act. And that's where things are kind of getting blurry now, is now if this Equality Act passes, I can actually identify as a woman and I can get a business loan based on a woman if they have money set aside for just female loans. I can falsely identify my business as a female-owned business if I identify as that. And that's where things kind of get blurred. And so really what I would advocate more for is just an acceptance of the trans community, and not to have them have to identify as male or female per se. Just let them be trans, right? But then, I mean, that opens up the shelter issues, right? And where they should be at with that. And I think there's alternatives that we should probably be looking at. And I don't know what those necessarily are. A lot of smarter people out there.
Do you think it'll eventually be possible for a male to convert to a female and then identify as a black female if he was white?
Yes.
So do you think it's possible for a white male to convert to a black female because that's who he believes he is? And all of a sudden, then he gets like an affirmative action loan and all that kind of stuff to go to college.
On the slippery slope of long-term politics, is possible. I mean, you can identify as whatever you want down the road.
So do you feel like there's a big enough percentage of people that would try to exploit this law that it shouldn't happen?
No.
So we're passing an entire law based on 0.47% of the population which are trans, and that number is going up, right? As there's more acceptance around the trans community,
Exactly.
that number is increasing. So do you think that small 0.47% of the community needs those same?
I remember you made that argument earlier this week, and I actually went back and I started looking at the censuses, because I think my argument was that we're in a time of change in society again.
Yeah.
And we're the generation that was around in the 60s, where it was like, all the white people, now we have to learn how to, be accepting of black people, right? And that's where you were in the 60s, and they were dealing with the civil rights movement. And I feel like, although it's not nearly as extreme, I do feel that there are similarities to it. So I went back to look and see, okay, what was the population back then? At the time, when the civil rights movement really started rolling forward, and this is in the 40s, the population was actually only about 8% black. So it was a very low percentage of this country was black, but they were fighting very hard and very vocally, and actually harder than this trans rights movement for 8%. Now, 10 years later, it doubles again, and 10 years later, it doubled again in population. At some point here,
doubled how much? It's at 13% today.
Yeah, it doubled. Like, but you got to remember there was a lot less people in the world at that point. It wasn't 7 billion.
Okay.
So, it actual statistics there, they did double over the next, and it was only over the next 20 years, and then it slowed down. I see a lot of parallels here where we don't understand it because we're in a generation where we were raised that it's okay to be gay, but that's kind of your line, right? Like once you become queer, trans, right? We were raised around people that were like, well, that's way too far. And I remember seeing that shit, and that's why it was hard for it to be normalized, right, for a long time. And so now we're in a generation where the generations behind us are saying, no, everybody should be equal, regardless of how little the percentage is. Now it's an impossible dream that we're all going to be an equal society, regardless of how we feel or identify or what we want it to be. But I don't think that we should completely write it off and get like to this point where we're just angry about it. This is what I think bugs me the most is I don't like to see people getting upset about this. Let's find a solution because people do need to be treated equally. And if they identify as a woman, and they truly do, and they're not here to exploit it so they can go into a fucking girl's locker room, then they deserve those rights. They deserve the same human rights. And for us, it's going to be hard to understand accepting pronouns for a human. Like we were talking about Fine Psi last week, and we were talking about the pronouns. And I'm the first one to admit it. I am the worst advocate for a lot of this, right? But I am also very much an advocate for equality like this. But I hate the pronoun thing, like the he and the him, and you call me they if I don't know you, and that to me, I don't understand it.
And see, that's the part of the shit that I'm talking about. It has nothing to do with the transgender community. It has
I get what you're saying there.
Everything to do with this other people who are trying to be societal members, the non-binary, polyamorous, whatever the fuck you want to call it now.
That's what they identify as. And for me, I have literally to take a step back. And my daughter, my 12-year-old, is going to understand that better than I will ever understand that. Any of us. My 12-year-old daughter will figure this out, and I don't want her. It's not that I need to go expose her. They had that same problem again, getting back to the 90s. They didn't want us exposed to gay pride, even though it was a very big movement during that time.
I went to gay pride parades.
We were not. We grew up in a very weird area, and as much as my mom's open. No.
It's so weird. Like walking around a gay pride parade at 5 years old is just like bam, 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 just all over.
So that's what I'm getting at, though. That was taboo. It was considered taboo. Gay pride parades, all that stuff that was happening. Now we're looking at it, and it's like I don't want my kid exposed to this. Unfortunately, that is the world, and we have to expose them appropriately.
We're making totally different arguments because there's nothing that I'm saying about wanting to hide my children from trans people or hide my kids from trans rights or anything of that sort. It's when those rights that they're going to be granted start to infringe upon 51% of the population's rights. And that's where it becomes kind of questionable. And that's it. We just need to figure out ways and think outside the box on these things and make some corrections.
I have a correction.
I don't necessarily know what they are because I've not put a lot of thought into it. But once those rights do infringe upon 51% of the population, that's where things go.
That's cool. So speaking of 51% of the population, Josh, you get discriminated against quite frequently, right? Because of your beard. So do you want to share your experiences on what it's like to be a ginger with a beard who likes the Detroit Red Wings and how society treats you as such?
Hold on. Greg, I cannot even deal with your hate speech right now. Did you just call him a ginger?
He did.
Oh my God. Who's he donating to for that?
I don't even know. The last episode you were on, you throw up the white power sign, and then now today you want to call people genders.
Yeah, and he's asking the Jew about his problems.
I didn't call him a Jew.
Greg, we get it. You're fucking German, bro. We get it.
I just like male plugs. That's all. You know?
She hi, dude. Whatever, dude. All right, let's move on.
Why must you interrupt every single time I want Josh to talk? You gotta like transpose your statistics.
He's currently
and
holding up.
bullshit
He's
I
holding
feel
up
like
his
I
red
need
dick
your-
of death.
and your
He's fine.
7-head. Josh,
Some good
Your
looking.
head is just as big as mine. I don't understand.
dude, look at
this.
your forehead, bro. Look at the
Dude, you look like one of those.
My
You look like
hairline's
one of
right
those
here.
heads
Yours is
from
like
Easter Island.
your hair's like this right now.
Dude, I'm gonna Photoshop you into an Easter Island.
Oh, I'm gonna Photoshop you.
That's what I do.
Oh,
Just
you need to
put 1,000
Photoshop
of
some
them.
hair on your forehead. That's
Well,
what
you need to
do.
Photoshop some goddamn Buddha off that stomach.
Well, so do you? I mean, or just not look like a tired fucking new dad. I mean, how about like,
Actually,
for the
hold on.
titties?
Both of you, hold on a second. I want to read a comment from one of our listeners that's listening in.
Oh, we have comments.
We
We have a ton, but Lee hasn't been refreshing it, so you have to go back
What
and
are you
actually
talking
look
about?
at
I
it.
haven't
yeah.
been-
So, Josh,
They're
what do you
literally
think?
popping up, and if you guys are watching my screen, you can see them.
Let's see here.
Here.
No, now they show up. Look at that. Good God.
I didn't have it on. I thought.
I like how Josh still hasn't talked. You asshole.
So one of our listeners actually said, "What the fuck is this?" I googled angry, chubby cheeked, double chinned
No,
midget
no.
pegging, and ended up here.
That wasn't one of.
It
our,
makes sense. Just a bunch of fat guys.
It wasn't one of our listeners.
Midget though.
It was a specific listener who hates on us every single week, and he could suck a dick. Suck a dick, bro.
He does love
Haters
the
gonna
dick.
hate. Haters gonna hate.
So, Josh, tell us about your. Oh, Josh, your audio's gone.
Hold on, let me take it off
Oh,
mute
yes.
first.
You know those ginger brains aren't as big as those German brains.
Oh my
Greg.
goodness!
Oh God.
Can't believe you
Arthur,
said the
I
G
love
word.
you. That is all.
All right.
Next
That's
subject.
it.
All
Well,
right.
about your
you
experiences,
just gave
you
a
love
shout
that.
out to Fuck You Art, and that was it.
Yeah.
Did you
He said hi to me, so I had
did you
to say
just
bye
go
to
to
that.
like a hate camp in Hawaii? What the hell? Where were you, Greg?
Dude, you guys like I'm seeing like two common trends with every episode. We talk about COVID, and now we're talking about transgender rights
That was true.
and sports and
So let's move on to
No.
COVID corner.
Are those not
dude,
topics you
Oh,
like?
I have the music. Aw, you didn't even give me a chance to play it.
You said you had the music, so I switched.
beautiful day.
I'm gonna talk over this one now.
Would you be mine?
I liked my soundbite.
Beautiful day in the COVID.
I sung this song though.
Would you be mine?
You what?
Would you be mine?
Okay, so this week on COVID corner, we got
Well,
two
wait,
topics.
Rick, can you play that one more time?
Ugh.
Yes, got it.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Duper. I'll
So this
behave,
week on
Duper.
COVID corner, we have two topics. You guys can talk about whichever ones you guys want. Josh, you can go first because Greg is such a big proponent of hearing your wisdom. Residents of an Indian slum thought they were getting vaccinated like everyone else, but they were unwillingly taking part of a clinical trial. Apparently, these vaccines were coming out of the back of a van. Doesn't seem like a good source to come from. And then North Korea also hacked Pfizer because it wants to sell bootleg COVID vaccines on the international black market. What say you, Josh?
Well, you can't complain if you're fucking getting shots out of the back of a van. First off, you're just a fucking moron if that's what you're doing. Oh, look, this van just pulled up. I'll take a couple shots.
So not
Lee
even a
would do
ginger
it.
would do that.
I mean,
I wouldn't do
are
it.
they gonna offer me candy out of the back too?
I mean, that's the fourth time I got pregnant.
I just want to point out that Duper and I went to Tijuana, and there were several vans just on the side of the street giving us shots.
Yeah, but you were also looking for the donkey show at the same time too.
Yeah, it was.
So who knows what kind of shot you actually got?
Donkey shot.
So it's sad though because India is one of the poorest nations in the world, and wasn't the amount of rupees like given to these guys like less than $10 or something
Yes.
like that?
It was.
If I read that correctly, and it's sad to take advantage of people because you want to take part in a cheap medical study, and it's and it's sad that the people had to go through that. I question myself, like if I was in their situation, would I have done the same thing? Because here I am thinking, oh, I'm going to get a shot and I'm going to get paid $10 for it. They probably hid all the fine print and everything. And I mean, to India, vans
Well,
probably don't look suspicious over there,
Well,
So
think
That was
about
pretty
it.
much as insightful as any monologue from any Miss America contestant ever in the past. I'm sorry, Josh.
I was thinking about it more. It could be normal. That could be where they get their fucking flu shots and everything too every year.
Could have been a mobile medic, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have a description of what kind of van it was, Duper?
Did it say free candy?
It
Did
was
it
just
say
the
free
white van.
Did it have windows?
I don't. They didn't get a picture of the van. They're lining up to get vaccines out of a van. I don't think that they really have a.
Duper, I have a question. Was the driver of a good moral stature? Was he a good guy?
I don't know how he identified. I know
I'm
where
just-
we're going with this already. Rick, what is the weirdest thing you've ever gotten from a van?
Herpes.
Been a few things, dude. Yeah, I don't really know if I can pinpoint one or the other, but there's been a few things.
Well, name them.
With some
Oh,
anal
God.
swabs.
A couple handies. One time it was candy. I was 11. I didn't really know what was going on, but hey, it's a nice van. So, what's the other thing we got out of a van, dude? Josh, have we gotten anything else out of a van before?
Why are you pulling me into this?
I
Lily
don't know.
once got married from the back of a van.
By the river?
Vegas is fucking
Down by
Vegas,
the river.
and it was down by the river, but it was actually the what's it called? Never mind.
Uh-huh.
The river.
That place.
Probably.
That fucking place.
Whole bunch of male plugs there.
All right, we got time for maybe one more topic. Kyrie Irving is pushing for the logo to go from Jerry West to Kobe Bryant. Rick, this was your topic.
As much as Kobe is like the greatest thing that ever happened to me in this whole world of sports, I have to disagree with him. I think that if you're going to change the logo, it's got to go to Michael. Just because if you're going to put the greatest of all time on there, and unfortunately Kobe's a 1B to him, it makes sense. Now, I would love to see Kobe because he did do a lot for the game, and he deserves it. But it shouldn't be him. It should be Michael if you're going to change it.
Anybody else care about this at all?
Well,
No,
what if
even slightly.
they did something for Michael, but then they incorporated something for Kobe in there?
I think that would be sweet too.
Like
What if they were just
24 at the bottom or something, or 8 and 24?
Or what if they had Jordan and then they had like a little baby Yoda backpack, and then Kobe could be in his baby Yoda.
What if they just
That would
had
be
like,
awesome.
no? What if it was Kobe and Jordan, and they were giving the handshake from Predator, where it's like "you son of a bitch," and then they're just like right there, and that's all it is. That's the logo now.
Good lord.
Dude, Vanessa Bryant's been on a tear recently, man.
Yeah,
There were some people that have been going. So when this story came out, some artists, some stars came out against it, and they were saying that you can't use a rapist as the logo of the NBA. Vanessa Bryant came out hard at them and kind of put out quite a few scathing statements against them, saying that they didn't know Kobe Bryant or the situation that happened there. They don't know the details.
Well, if you're gonna
Also,
put,
she's going after the police officers who publicized the photos of.
she wants to name them publicly.
Yeah, she's trying to name them.
hey,
Why
so
ruin their
dude,
lives, too?
if they were to make Jordan the logo, right? How much photoshopping would be needed to remove the jaundice from Michael Jordan's body, face,
The new-
eyes,
Instead
etc.?
of
You don't
the
have a
red, white,
question,
and blue,
too.
would just be yellow.
Can we change? Can we change this show's logo to a silhouette of Kurt Rambis?
Ooh.
That's what I was about to say. It should just be Rambus.
Well,
I'm
no,
just
we
saying.
can't do that because this isn't the twat podcast or whatever gay boy
Yeah,
that's fucking on
that's
sports.
the
Oh,
next
take
one.
warning sports. Yeah.
the next
yeah,
one.
and baseball spring training began, but I guess I can't talk about that either because I'm not on the twat podcast.
Speaking of
Not Duper.
Fucking
Take Warning,
blocks.
Rick, you want to go ahead and tell everyone about Take Warning real quick?
Yeah, if anybody didn't know, well, I mean, we're talking about Take Warning right now, but we do have, again, launching at the end of this month. It's March 1st. Take Warning, all things sports. Coming to you bi-weekly. We're going to break it down. Whole lot of spots on this show.
Whole
What
lot
is
of
with what is with like the Splatoon graphics?
Is there-
I think Greg has FTMF, right?
yeah, but I don't know
So
what's
many
wrong with
things
this
I could
graphic. I like the graphics.
What's wrong with the graphic?
I'm just saying. it
All I
looks
saw was
like-
Ryan's face, and that was it.
Whatever.
Yeah, why
Rick,
wasn't just Ryan?
Rick, FTMF music, go.
It looks like counterfeit fucking, you know.
Take warning. The following segment is a personal view and opinion that may offend some. This is an independent opinion and should be taken as such. Put away your tissues and closed minds. It's time to hear the fucker out.
What is wrong? So he's counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
5.
So, if you guys didn't know, I think I've been officially replaced by Lee, and since I've been replaced by Lee, I think that he has Goldman's Gucci sack or whatever it's called now. So this may very well be the last FTMF that we ever do. So I just wanted to say that it was a good run. I'm glad I thought of this segment. It was completely my idea. I hate when other people try to take my idea and turn it into something that it's not. So if this is the very last FTMF, I just want to say it's been fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride, and I'll see you when I see you.
Well, if that wasn't the saddest thing I've ever fucking heard in my life.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Holy shit!
Greg, God damn it.
You guys officially replaced FTMF with Gucci or
No,
whatever.
we did not. No. First of all, what we were trying to explain is that we already have Duper's Dammers.
You can't discuss it. It was my FTMF.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Duper, what's your parting words?
Oh man, so I want to plug my new book that I'm writing. So in a few months, it's going to be a book. It's called "Don't Hate the Gingers," and I'm interviewing various gingers from across the world,
or the foreheads.
And it's really just about how there's a lot of ginger hatred out there in the world, and I'm just trying to address that and trying to make it a better world. There will be a website too, so you can report acts of violence against gingers.
Ooh.
Okay.
Will there be like a coloring book with that? 'Cause that's more my stuff.
It only comes with red and pink.
And orange.
Josh, what's your parting words then?
I just want to say that Wu-Tang is for the children, and be good people.
There you go.
There it is.
You know, I actually have one more thing to say real quick too.
Oh, okay. Here we
That's what
go.
I'm talking about.
Tiger Woods, we all wish that you a speedy and healthy recovery.
Yes.
Yes.
There's another blue dick on the screen.
Lee,
Look
what's
at
your parting words?
Look at that thing. So, my parting words is everybody, I love you. Peace, love, happiness. Anybody who hates me after tonight, don't hate me anymore because, tomorrow's a new day. Go ahead and go on our YouTube or listen to our show tomorrow and comment on there. And let me know what you think will happen after I take the vaccine. Am I going to become Greg? Is Foofy going to help me that weekend? Tell me your thoughts. Do it.
Yeah,
Can we record you and Foofy's interactions after that and call it?
We can.
What was it called?
We can have an entire segment. Foofy will be in my bedroom feeding me soup.
That is not going on YouTube.
It's literally going to sound like macaroni and cheese getting stirred. That's it.
Greg, you had a perfect name for this segment. What was it called?
The family reunion?
Lee's Ludes.
Oh,
right.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll start Lee's Ludes next time, but that might only be for the Patreon subscribers.
The Patreon we don't even fucking have. Yeah.
That was for our OnlyFans.
This is gonna be for our OnlyFans content.
Yeah, I've already donated $5 to Lee on OnlyFans.
Oh,
Greg, what's your parting thoughts?
Dude, thank you for allowing me to do FTMF. That shit was fucking fun.
yeah, that was amazing.
And I'm glad that all 5 of us
Fucking-
got to do the show today with minimal errors, I guess, difficulties,
Wow.
dysfunctions.
Yes. Hold on, I'm
yeah.
cutting you off. Arthur, we do have an OnlyFans. Look us up.
Oh, hello. Yeah. Yeah, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, please comment on whether or not you want FTMF to be taken away, or if you want FTMF to remain. They've already created like 3 different like segments for Lee, like Goldman's Gooches, Lee's Ludes. What was the other one? Like
Goldman's
Jewish
Grills,
jewelry.
motherfucker. I sponsored this shit.
Truly White Claw fans.
Bro, we're not getting rid of your fucking Sour Patch Kids cry
No,
about it.
I want to hear from the
Don't you
audience.
worry.
Do they like FTMF or no? Because nobody seems to do it but me.
Okay.
Bitch,
What
I
the fuck are you
get
talking about?
I just want
I
to
get in trouble because it's like, Rick, you can't do that. You can't do it 2 weeks in a row, Rick. You can't do it. I'd soapbox the shit out of this show if I could.
God damn it, end the show.
It's because you spend the other 45 minutes just you and Duper talk about genetics and stuff. But anyway, don't eat bacon naked, Rick, you fucker. And yeah, that's all I got to think. Bye.
All right.
No.
Well, I'm going to close this out then. I hope everybody enjoys their week. Stay safe. Do what you got to do. Let's not forget there is still a pandemic, although numbers are getting better, and that's amazing. Shout out to my softball team. We got the okay to come back soon at the end of the month. So outdoor sports. Caucasaurus sponsored by. If you want to sponsor us, this is the time because it's been there the whole time. Other than that, it's okay to be different. And that's really all I want to end it on. It's okay to be different. We're all human beings. I hope you guys all enjoy it. We'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
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 Taking warning.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Are you...
There goes the mic.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. Fucking dick, dude.
Let's try and get one more out.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Rub it out.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to the show today. Please go to takewarningpod.com where you can explore additional content on the podcast, as well as find the links to the podcast on your favorite podcast platforms. Also, please get on social media. We are on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Take Warning. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you like about the show, what your thoughts are on the show, and what you would like to see in a future podcast.
I get you on my